Hi. Sorry
Hello,
about that.
everyone.
It's not supposed to loop. It's actually supposed to go back or go to the next scene. I was like, wait, why is this taking so long? Hello, everybody. How's it going out there? Let me see here.
Hello, everyone.
I'm trying to get up all my windows here. Good morning. I see we have Organized Oblivion and Tollengard. Hello,
Yeah,
welcome. Thank you
hello on
for
the purple side.
joining us.
Yes,
Sorry?
and welcome everyone to Clicking Bricks May
Yes.
2025 releases. We'll be discussing all
Yes.
the Lego releasing in May, even things that Lego hasn't revealed yet and should have revealed by now. It's just one set,
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
Lego
That's
it's
fair.
supposed to release in the middle of May, and Lego hasn't revealed it yet. But yes, yes. We
Yeah.
will be discussing all those, including all of the Star Wars things. So many Star Wars things.
Yeah. May the 4th is coming up. So we've actually divided it. We have Star Wars releases and not Star Wars releases. Make it easy for
Exactly.
you, because let's be honest, you came here for the Star Wars releases, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the fun part is that we got a special guest for today. Um, and I honestly, like TJ, you and I were chatting and we knew we wanted to have a guest at some point. And way back when, we're like, who else would we want to talk Star Wars leaks with than Tech?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So we have Tech here with us today. Let's bring him on in. Hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
Hello, Tech.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
I'm so excited to be chatting to you guys. I love chatting with you guys, especially when it's about Star Wars. I could just talk
Oh
for
yeah.
more.
Oh, I know. We can go on. I mean, whenever I have a Star Wars thing, I don't go to my husband. I go to Instagram and to you,
Yeah,
because he's just like,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, he's fine. He's okay with it. But like, you're the only one who's going to either be excited or mad,
yep.
just like I will be. So I feel
Yeah,
like I could share that.
yeah. It stems back to those streams we used to do on my channel with like the reactions to all the new Star Wars shows and stuff. That's where I
Yes.
think the three of us like really bonded over our Star Wars
Oh
show.
yeah. Oh my gosh, the Andor ones, and I was taking notes, and I was like ready. It was so funny, so
Yeah.
funny. But that was honestly just so fun, so
Mhm.
fun. Where are you?
Yeah, so it's a bit dark at the moment. So I'm actually at my local Lego show, Reading Brick Show. It's my favorite
Oh,
show.
nice.
One because it's convenient, because it's super close, but it's also really really good. But they told me that the room was going to be open a bit later, so I thought the lights would stay on. They haven't, as you can tell, so it's quite dark. I've managed to find a bit of a spot with a little bit of light, so I do apologize for the poor lighting. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's been really fun. This is our first day today. We've got another day tomorrow. And yeah, it's been awesome.
That's well, like I said, I think it's got some good mood lighting. I like it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
really
feel like all you need is like a lightsaber in front of you.
oh, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
get on one of those lightsabers. I've got a few of those Black Series helmets. I've
Uh-huh.
dabbled in those a bit, but yeah, I do feel like I need a lightsaber. I should go to Galaxy's Edge and build my own. That's what I should really do.
Oh my God. I did that right before I moved from the West Coast to the East Coast. Like we did the day before we went to Disneyland. I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm building the lightsaber. And it is so much fun.
Hmm.
It is so much fun. Yeah. I actually, like, I took the light part off, that big light stick, and I just have the hilt like displayed
Nice.
next to my dark saber.
Perfect.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But it is a very fun experience for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely on my. But I've not like for someone that was very fortunate to go to Disney World a lot as a kid. I think I've been like
Yeah.
4 or 5 times. I haven't been since Galaxy's Edge has been there. So I'm itching
Oh,
to get back. And I think we've like bookmarked a trip for 2027. I think. So that
yeah.
should be a lot of fun.
Oh, so that's gonna be after. Is that when Grogu and the Mandalorian come out?
That'll be next year, so 2026.
I wonder if they'll still do it, because I know they announced at Star Wars Celebration that along with the movie launching, that Smuggler's Run, which is the ride that you basically navigate. Um, oh my God, the name of the ship, it just left me.
The Resistance transport, the Falcon.
The Falcon, the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I literally, my brain just was like, no. Yeah. So you get to drive the Millennium Falcon, but they're supposed to be releasing something that goes along with like that movie.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
so that experience, it's cool because that particular one, it's similar to Star Tours,
Yeah.
where, you know, it's a lot of like recorded visuals that happen there. And like whenever they do movies and stuff, I mean, obviously they when you sign the contract to do like a movie, they're gonna be like, oh, and you're gonna do this extra stuff for the rides, right? So that
That'd be cool.
hopefully that'll still be in rotation too when you go. So that would be
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah, that'd be really
Yes.
cool.
Yes. Captain, yes, it is. Hondo's ship.
Oh, I love Honda.
That he's borrowed it. He's borrowed it, right? That's the idea, is he's borrowed it. And what's really fun is, depending on how much damage you do to the Falcon when you walk out, like, because it's like the hallway and stuff, like you're kind of like in the ship area as you're walking out. There's like it'll show like damage, like the lights will be blinking and you'll hear sparks and stuff if you've really wrecked it while you were flying it.
Brilliant.
If you do better, it's in better shape. But like usually when we come out, it's pretty messed up. KO, welcome. It's lovely to have you with us. Hello. Yes. Oh, and on the YouTube side, we have Clever Pig. Hello, welcome. Lovely to have you. Yes.
Hello.
And Simon's out there as well. Hello, Simon.
Oh, hello. So, Tack, before we get into the releases, I don't know, talk to us a little bit about like your journey, Lego, how you got into it, things like that.
Yeah, so we were always quite lucky as kids. We had quite a lot of Lego. I've got an older brother and a younger brother, and I have a mother that is a completionist. We were very fortunate. We got a lot of Lego when we were younger. A lot of, like, the early themes. I like all of the early Harry Potter stuff. My mum made it her mission to collect all of it. So we had a lot of that. But it was really in 2008 when the Clone Wars movie came out. I went to the cinema to see that, and the newspapers over here at the time, in the run up to that, were doing like I think it was every day or every week for a period of time, they were releasing free poly bags with the newspaper. So you could buy the newspaper and then go take it to a news agency. You could switch your voucher out for a Lego set, and it had that like mini Clone Walker poly bag, and a few others. So that was a lot of fun. And then that Christmas, I got a ton of the Clone Wars sets from the film, and then that's when I was just like, okay, I'm sold on this. I'm really into this. And my love for Star Wars and Lego, and kind of like YouTube and content creation as well, in general, they've always been very intertwined for me. I've never really, at times where I've like dipped out of Star Wars, I haven't been doing Lego or YouTube as well. So they're all very, very intertwined to me. So when the pandemic hit and I was dusting off some of my old Lego sets and starting to rebuild them, I was like watching YouTube videos, seeing who was streaming and different things like that. And yeah, very quickly I was like, okay, yeah, I want to get back into this and do this again. And it's a lot of fun, and I've found an insane community from all over the world, and it's so fun at such a crazy time to still feel so connected to people, and luckily that's like managed to maintain all these years after that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's amazing. And honestly, like when I got to meet you finally in person at Brickworld Chicago, like I'm just gonna gush on you a little bit, because you are just the sweetest. You are so nice, so friendly.
Thank you.
You know, who you present yourself to on YouTube and stuff, that is who you are in person. You are fantastic. So please, if you are not following tech for some reason, I don't know why you wouldn't be, especially if you like Lego or Star Wars or both. Please, you're on YouTube, correct?
Yes, YouTube. Yes, I
Yes,
do have
that
like
is where the
Instagram,
content
but
creation is.
yeah, YouTube. Yes, mainly YouTube.
Yes, yes, yes. So please follow on YouTube. Again, fabulous creator, and I believe we tagged you on Instagram. So follow on Instagram too, because that's where you get fun updates and lots of fun stuff. So yes.
There you go.
T-
For
yeah.
anyone who's not subbed to Planet Tech
Thank you so
over on
much. I appreciate
YouTube,
that.
I posted a link so you can go and subscribe because that's what you do on YouTube.
Yes.
Legend.
Yes, that's what you do.
Thanks, TJ.
All right. Well, should we get into the releases?
Yeah, let's get
do it.
into the releases.
Let's do it. Okay. I'm not always the quickest on this, but I'm gonna try to do our little transition, and then I'll change our stuff out. This is one thing I do wish you could do quicker on Restream, but you know, whatever. All right. Oh, that was choppy too. Boo. All right. So releases.
There we go. Hold
Oh,
on.
I gotta put it back. There we go.
There we go. So right before we get into releases, just this was announced, a little bit of news here to start with the Star Wars. So we've got Rebuild the Galaxy, Pieces of the Past has been announced. So they're continuing the Rebuild the Galaxy series for LEGO. They had the start of it last year and they're continuing it this year. It'll premiere on the 19th of September this year, 2025. So it's going to be interesting. We've got Buildable Chewie and we've got Brickhead's Ahsoka both involved. And then this character, I'm forgetting the name of.
Jackson, I think, is it?
Jackson,
I
yeah.
believe.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
it is. Jackson.
I have to say the first one was so cute. It was
Yeah,
genuinely, it was one of those things where I was like, my kid'll like this. I'll watch it. It's really cute. It's really well done. Obviously we get Darth Jar Jar
Mhm.
and all kinds of like, but they do it in a very fun Lego way that even as an adult, I enjoyed.
Mhm.
They've confirmed that Darth Jar Jar is coming back.
Oh,
The voice
cool.
actor's coming back. Ahmed Best
Cool.
is coming back.
Yes, he did one of the I was watching all of the Star Wars Celebration coverage from Japan. I was very jealous I wasn't there. But yeah, he's coming back. Ashley Eckstein is voicing Ahsoka, which is fantastic because she hasn't voiced Ahsoka in it feels like a while. So that's gonna be really good fun. I love with the Lego comedy, and this isn't just for like Lego Star Wars comedy, but that they are not afraid to take little jabs and take the mick and poke a bit of fun out of the things that people criticize the original media for, which I think is so self-aware, and it like you said, Amberlia, it makes it enjoyable for the adults. Then you get in that a nice little edge on it, and it's always a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. There were a lot of announcements to it at Star Wars Celebration that were the only so I have to say though, where is our next Jedi? Where's our next Cal Kestis game?
Yeah, that's how many have they done now? Is it 2 that they've
It's
done?
2. They've got the 2. It's supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Surely that's got to be in development, right? Surely
it better be. I will say though, when they announced that the DLC for Star Wars Outlaws was coming out, I finally decided to get Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh, cool. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah. So it's funny because I've been playing a cozy game, Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Nice.
And so I'm playing this, and this is a very stealthy game, and I'm like, oh wait, like this isn't cozy. I gotta like get back into like focus game, like, you know, moving around, because you know, in Hello Kitty you're just jumping and moving around. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta like crouch here and look over there. So it was a funny transition. But I think it's a pretty fun game. I know there's a lot of criticism about it. The animation's not fantastic. I mean, the story so far from what I've seen is fine. The world is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like the world is absolutely gorgeous. I'm still trying to figure out how to drive the speeder. But there's lots of really kind of fun stuff that you get to do in different factions that like it's like, oh, who are you going to side with? And you can do things back and forth. And I think for that type of game in the Star Wars setting, it's really fun. It's not like you can't compare it to like getting this epic Star Wars story out of it.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be coming out later in the year, and we will probably bring it up again whenever our Rebuild the Galaxy rumored snow speeder thing
Hmm.
gets officially revealed, and we'll talk about that when it gets closer. But just wanted to put that out there. But yes, let's get into
Yes.
releases. So Star Wars, there's a lot to
Uh-huh.
Star Wars.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we have many sets. Most of these, ignore K2SO. I couldn't get rid of him. He's just here. But the rest of these are May 1st releases. Let's start with the big one. We have Jango Fett's Firespray class starship. We have the big
It's a
Jango
slave
Fett
one,
slave
right?
one. Yeah, it's a slave
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't call that because Disney doesn't want them to. We have it
Yeah,
here.
that makes sense.
Interestingly
Yeah,
enough,
and
though,
then
it doesn't say Fire Spray class starship on the box. I believe it just says Jango Fett starship, which
yeah,
is
so this is
interesting.
2970 pieces, $300. So this is so it just on the plaque here it says Jango Fett starship. Probably
Yeah,
because they can't fit fire spray class,
maybe,
and maybe they have it like down here
yeah,
in some of the smaller text. It's hard to see, but yeah, they just have Jango Fett starship on the box.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
really
So it looks like
nice.
here we got. It looks beautiful. Too
It's
many
really
figs
nice.
here. Seismic charge there.
Hmm. That was a nice touch.
Fantastic. Here's a good front view. You can see the figs in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Here's the back. This looks really nice. I've seen comparisons between this and the Boba Fett slave one that came out 9 years ago now.
Hmm.
This looks so much better, so much cleaner.
Yeah,
So good.
the
Yeah.
shaping is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is in its landed position. Very, very nice. There are two figs. We've got Django, we've got Boba. Two very nice figs. I do wish Django had gotten a silver jetpack instead of the gunmetal gray backpack
Hmm.
or jetpack. But other than that, great fig. I love the arm printing, love the leg printing. It looks really nice.
I think Django is, yeah. Aside from the jetpack, is a near perfect figure. I think that antenna, the new rangefinder, does
Oh yes.
wonders for the Mandalorians. That's a
Yeah.
really really nice piece. Yeah, Django, they couldn't got much better, to be honest. Boba Fett,
Yeah.
though, I am not so keen on. I know there's been a lot
Yeah.
of people clowning on it. I think it's just the hair. I think the hairpiece makes a massive difference. I think if it had the older hairpiece or like the Han Solo hairpiece um,
Yeah.
in black, it wouldn't look nearly as bad as this. But when they talk about like I just don't look at Daniel Logan playing Boba Fett and think, oh, his hair looks anything like that.
Yeah.
It seems
I
like an
think
odd choice.
I think Daniel Logan even reposted
Hmm.
an image of this fig and someone saying that doesn't look anything like him. He's like, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think switching
So
out the hairpiece
Hmm.
would be
I
better.
was going to say, because I can't answer this one, can you explain why the name of this ship is the Slave One?
I've wondered this so much, and it's one of the things that I can't believe I've not just been like sat on the sofa watching The Mandalorian or episode 2 at some point and just Googled why it's called the Slave One. I have no clue. So I would like to know that if anyone's out there can chuck that into Google real quick, because I have no idea where it got its nickname from.
Yeah, no, I've looked it up before. I don't think there's a canon explanation for it anymore. I want to say there might have been something in Legends, or like maybe something was unconfirmed in there.
Got it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to look and see. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
Oh,
know that Django stole it while he was on a
Ah,
job on a prison moon.
okay.
So yeah, that's in canon.
um,
Let's see the legend.
oh, poor organized oblivion. I regret selling my sealed 2002 Django Fett Slave 1 for only $350
Oof.
because it's worth like, wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oaktown, hello and welcome. Lovely to see you.
Here, Tom.
We're just chatting Lego Star Wars here. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's like any like canon explanation to exactly why I named it that.
And there now
Yeah,
never
I'm
will
sure
be
there's-
because
Yeah,
Disney got it.
'cause-
So that's why they'll try
yeah,
and move
yeah,
on. From it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm for all the things that people criticize Disney for. I don't think this is the worst thing. It's a
Yeah.
nickname for a ship. It's not the official like production like name of the ship, so we can get around that. I think we can cut Lego a bit of, or
Yeah.
Disney, I guess, probably more so some slack on this one. But Daniel Logan's hair, that we can grill them for.
That's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah. It's like
That's
we don't care if you call it the Slave 1, but that
Yeah.
hair is yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we
And I've
get
also
you.
seen comments about these legs. They should have been dual molded as well.
Mhm.
I think that would have looked nicer because Boba does have boots in the
Mhm.
movie.
Oh, he does. Yeah, that's right.
That would have looked a little better.
Mhm.
But that's not as bad as the hair, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sort
The
of
hair
feels like his minifigure was like an afterthought, kind of like they put all the thought into Django, and then we're just like, here we go.
But
Here's Boba.
What seems crazy about that to me is that they've gone to that like the crazy detail that they've done for the leg print and the arm print on Django, which now I'm not one to say that I could be a good minifigure designer for Lego, but like that seems like the hard stuff. The hairpiece and like a dual molded leg seems like the easier thing to get right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
easier, but like literally when I mean afterthought, they're like, I don't know, let's just throw the kid in.
Maybe, yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
literally, like they were just thinking, let's just throw the kid in, slap on some, like, here we go, throw some hair on, right color, mini legs, done.
Yeah.
Now with they would have had to do like a new color piece. I don't know if this leg color existed in that color before.
Oh, with the dual mold,
But
yeah.
Yeah. But even
Okay.
just like I'm sure the single mold has been made before somewhere, but if they did the dual mold, that's a whole new thing. So
Yeah.
you can kind of understand with that. They may have like run out of slots for new parts, but the hair, like the last hair that they used on the previous young Boba Fett, that's still in production. That was in a Ninjago set in January. So
There we go.
they could have used it, and they
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's some lifestyle shots. Here's a person messing around with it.
Hmm.
I love the lifestyle shots from Lego. A dual face.
Oh, hey, Dual Face, how you doing, man?
Here's a better look at the plaque. So yeah, it says fire spray right here on the model. So that would explain why it's not in the main title. No spot for the figs, but I think that's fine because they're meant to go in the build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And that's something
Okay.
I've never understood with UCS sets. Like if they're meant to go in the build, you don't need to waste parts on the stand for them to just stand.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can't go in the build, and this is like my hot take for Star Wars. If they can't go in the build, if they can't be involved with the build in some way, then they shouldn't be included in the first place.
Ooh,
That's my hot take.
That is a hot take.
That is
Okay,
my hot take.
because here's my thing though, like I don't care if they can fit in there. I want to stand for them because if you put all that effort into a minifigure, I mean, of course, you know, the kid, whatever. Like I don't want that hiding in the ship. I want to show that off.
You can see him in the ship. You can see him in there.
No, not good
I
enough.
mean, they're not in there right now, but
not good enough.
That's an argument to have. That's just my personal stance on it.
That's fair. No, that's fair. And that's why like I'm like,
I mean, it's more of a bigger issue for me if it's like a set that isn't in fig scale.
Hello,
like, that's
welcome.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's
like
where I think figs
the
just
Venator,
aren't
the Venator,
necessary. Yeah, like
you
the
wouldn't have put them. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
yeah, and that you could, if you wanted to make Yularen, you'd do a Venator Bridge GWP instead of the whatever coin that they did.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
and then Rex
I can
shows
see
up
that.
in the Y-wing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I want a place to put them.
I wouldn't display
Sorry.
figures with the set maybe in the cockpit, but definitely not on a stand anyway. The stands are always a bit of a waste for me, but
That's fair. That's fair. I think the only time, like, I'm thinking I would, if it came with a stand, that I might display it with it if I'm putting the whole set in a case.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be fair, some of those some of the like Wicked Brick cake, or there's tons of companies now that do them, but yeah, sometimes having the figs line in that does look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did have
Like,
Cad Bane.
KO. But yeah, here the figs are nice and visible, so it makes sense to stick them in the ship. And then let's see, there's the windscreen piece that looks really nice. I love the shaping here. They've done a really good job.
Yeah,
up close with them.
That's cute. The worried face. I do love that with like the little worried face. That's so cute.
Yeah.
And we have the seismic charge as well, which can go in the back. I think these panels are just removable. Like you just take them off and put them back on, whether or not you want to cover this up or not, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
I don't think they necessarily need to move on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then a little area here to open the door.
Hello. Welcome.
Hey, Dempsey. How you doing, man?
And I don't know if you guys saw, but Sai is here.
Oh, hey, Sai.
Hey, Sai.
I'll bring that up again. Hello. Welcome.
Here we have it on a desk with a bunch of books stacked. I don't mind that the books are facing the wrong way. I get that they have to do that. This kind of bothers me though, and I'm not sure about their plant either.
Seen better days, hasn't it?
I don't know how it's. I don't know how that's doing.
These are not people that buy this.
Yeah.
Like this is not the home of someone who buys this. I would kill. Yeah. I would kill if just once Lego would do like with like some of the older sets, and then like you've got that one, like something.
They can come take photos of it on my Calyx unit where I've got 30 sets like crammed into one cube. Like
so what's funny is my friend was recently, she was looking for a new apartment. And she sent me these pictures where she went to, you know, how they'll stage the place like before, you know, if you're selling a house or leasing something. And they had staged it with a bunch of like old Star Wars, like Lego sets.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, they had this whole thing above the bed, and each like little like cubby had a Star Wars set, and then they had a like dresser with Star Wars on it. I was like, oh, okay.
Sold.
Yeah. I do like.
And let's see, we've had let's see, they've done a much better job with the shape of the bottom of the slave one compared to the original UCS version.
Agreed. Yeah,
it looks so much better.
Yeah. And we have whoops. Here we go. Wait, I can do it. Wait, where'd they go? I was going to put their little thing up there, but I lost it. Here we go. There we go.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, use that in the lifestyle shots. That'd be fun. Yes, I like that it looks good displayed like this as well.
Yeah,
displayed in its landing position, and that you can do that with relative ease. Looks really nice. Yeah. And then there's the back of the box. I'll show that at the end. Do we have a video as well? Let's see. We do. You guys won't hear sound anyway, but yeah, here we can see someone building it.
That is someone who would buy it. I buy that. That looks like a guy who collects Lego Star Wars.
Pad works. You press it down and it opens. inserting in the seating. That's pretty nice. There it is on the stand. Ooh, and those turn as well. Oh, that's lovely.
That's
Adults
so
welcome.
nice.
Yeah.
It looks
Mm,
so good.
So I kind of appreciate that the windscreen just comes off rather than some weird like setup where it's like hinged on.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that
Yeah.
can get in the way more. Like it can be more of an inconvenience sometimes than
Yeah.
a convenience to have it stay attached.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it makes sense to just have it pop off because the windscreen doesn't actually open in universe. It's just
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
a good
into the
point.
ship another way. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So yes, it says coming soon on date, so I don't know what's going on there, but it should be coming soon May 1st. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's adorable. And I
Cool.
agree. It would have been cool if you'd picked it up and swooshed it.
Hmm.
I agree.
Flying through space. It's cute. Cute little animation. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll get into the promos again later, but insiders. So if you're a Lego insider and you buy this set during the first few days of release, you'll get this keychain. Get a keychain,
What
which I think
is there a bigger picture? What is it? I can't see it from here.
it's just this little. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can get a better,
Well,
bigger view. I don't
describe
think
it to me. I'm on a small screen. Describe it to me. What's it look like?
it's just a little keychain with Jango Fett's Slave One in the middle.
Oh, that's what that is. I didn't know what was in
Yeah.
there. Oh, okay. Yeah, like in case like you want it on your keys and people. I
Yeah.
guess that's a way for
I
people
mean,
to know you bought it.
yeah. I mean, if you're a super fan of the Slave One of Jango Fett's Slave One specifically, I could see wanting to go for this. It doesn't do it for me, but it's cool. It's like a niche GWP. Like if you really want
Yeah.
it, you can go out and get it, but I don't think everyone's going to want to. And that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't make me be like, I need to get it day one,
Hmm.
which before we go to or go to anything else, we should find out, like from the three of us, is this a day one for any of us? How about you, Tech?
I keep going back and forth. I'm currently actually, what I'll say, before this stream, I was currently in the camp of I will hold out. But watching those videos, I'm kind of swaying the other way again. I don't know. I think because I want quite a lot of the promos because I want to army build those figures, it seems
Yeah.
not as cost efficient to dump like 2 promos worth of money into the Slave One that will still be there in like a year's time. So I'm leaning towards not. Also, I'm just like so tight for space at the moment that I really, really don't know where I'd want to put it. And in terms of like all the other stuff that we'll get onto later, I think they're going to take my priority. But I'm not ruling out getting it at some point because I love when Lego do like minifig scale stuff. And I think this is really good. And I was so bummed when I didn't pick up the last Slave One. I was looking at one on eBay and it was like £220. So it only gone up like 20-30 pounds from retail. And then it appeared in The Mandalorian season 2 like that week.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back and they were like 4, 5, 600. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So I imagine I will pick this up before it retires. But whether I do
Yeah.
it this year or not, I don't think it will be this May 4th anyway.
That's fair. Real quick, couple of brickheads in the house. Hello. Yes, happy early May 1st. So TJ, what about you?
Not a day one for me. I'm still catching up on other Star Wars stuff. I've got a few things to get. That'll get me to the GWP threshold. And
Mhm.
the keychain is not enough incentive for me to buy day one. There's no other sort of deal
Fair.
or anything, no double points or anything like that to get me to want to buy this day one. But this is the first UCS set that is on my radar. I think Yeah, organized as noted, there is rumors of a play scale Jango Fett Slave 1 later in the year. I think that'll influence my decision, but this is, if I were to get any UCS set, this would be it. This is great. I really like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Amberlia? Is this of interest to you?
Okay, please don't come for me. I don't care about the slave one.
Completely fair.
I'll be
Completely
honest.
fair.
I'm like, cool. Jango Fett's fine.
Yep.
It's now, mind you, it's a gorgeous looking ship. Like
Mhm.
seeing it in the detail and stuff, I can 100% appreciate it. I just don't have any sentimental attachment to it. So at this point, there's still the closest I've come to like a UCS set was from The Mandalorian. And again, the ship is like leaving my name right now, or leaving my mind right now. The one they blew up.
The Razor
The
Crest.
Razor
What was it called? Oh, yes. Thank you. My brain is fried today, so excuse me, people. I am literally like, I couldn't remember the Millennium Falcon, for goodness sakes. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm still holding out hope, maybe after Ahsoka season 2, a UCS ghost, because that's like no question, like buying it. I don't care. Yes, I have a ghost. Doesn't matter. UCS ghost, 100%. But yeah, no, I'm probably not ever going to get it, but I really think it's gorgeous and it's really well done. Like if I had all the money in the world, I'd get it. But yeah.
Yeah, that Razor Crest is a lovely build. It's massive. Like it is so big. It's so inconveniently big, and I didn't realize before I asked for it. I was very fortunate. My mum and a load of my family clubbed in for my birthday a couple of years ago to get it. And I just kept building it and building it and building it, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was like, where the hell is this gonna go?
Yeah.
No,
and for dual face, no, Tech has actually graciously joined us while he's at a Lego convention. So no, he's not in a basement, but they did turn the lights off there.
they have the lights out, yeah. So I do apologize.
No apologies. we are very grateful that you're joining us.
I couldn't miss it. Couldn't miss it at all.
And then there's a win a signed set thing. You can potentially win a signed copy of this set, so best to check out the insiders page for that.
Signed by who? Is it the designer?
I believe so. Yeah, signed by the designer.
Okay. For all the
Yeah,
designer's great works, I think my hot take is I couldn't give a monkeys about what like signed sets like by designers. Like I know that I guess we've all got our little quirks and our things that we like and stuff, but like when we went to Billund recently, we were looking around the store and they had like some signed sets there because some of the designers go over in the morning and sign some of the box sets in the shop, and it was just not something that interested me in the slightest. But more power to the people that do. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things I've never really got the hype on. Maybe because I would feel, maybe because I don't keep my boxes, I then know I couldn't open it. So then I'm just sitting on a set with the signature on it. I don't know.
Yeah. No, if I were to get a signed set, I'd just sit on it and then sell it later.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah. By the way, I switched things up because I realized every time I wanted to put up a comment that like was covering someone, covering me, but but also I wanted to make sure it doesn't cover anybody. So I just switched this around a little bit here. And Ben had the question of, is there double VIP?
They're not on this, not on any of the new releases. There's on some stuff. And the information's still like, it may vary by region. We'll talk about it once we get to promos, but not on this, which is Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Which is one of the reasons why I wouldn't consider this. Like if this was double points, I'd give it much more thought. But
yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's Jango Fett's Slave 1. Now we got to talk about this. Got to talk about this. 1,039 pieces, $200, releasing May 1st. It is probably Amberlia's most desired set of the year. It is buildable.
Day one, going to the Lego store, going to be there before it opens, going to wait in line and come home with my boy Chopper.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh yeah, it looks so nice.
It does. It does. It's so cute. And like they did so I have the droid, the the chopper from Galaxy's Edge,
Hmm.
right? I think it might be similar in size, but it very much like this one actually looks a lot like that. I feel like they really did capture some really great details, especially for something that's not like a UCS set or something really expensive.
Yeah,
I think it's really cute the way they did this.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks
Ugh.
so good. So the arms are removable, the wheel is removable, so you can display him normally. You can move the head around, so you can how he shakes his head. He's got that feature to him, and you can rotate his head as well. Little display, including the chopper minifig. This is the same one that was in the Ghost.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, there he is. There's a couple people messing around with the build, actually building the build. Yeah, there he is. There's the back of the box. So, pretty nice set, pretty solid buildable droid character, and I think very much a desired one. Like R2 and C3PO are like the default ones. Like those are the ones that everyone expect. But
Yeah.
this one's really nice to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I'm really hoping that with Ahsoka and Ahsoka season 2 coming out, I'm really hoping we do get more of the like rebels. Obviously it's going to be Ahsoka themed, but more of like the rebels characters, or again, we got the Ghost, even though again it's not the Rebels version, it is the Ahsoka show version. But I'm really hoping to get like a lot more involving those characters, because those are like my absolute favorite. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought they announced that for Ahsoka season 2 that Zeb was going to be there.
I think
Yes.
I think he's gonna yes, and I think he's gonna play a decent role in the Mando movie as well, which is exciting. So
Oh,
yeah, so
yes,
he's going
yes,
for
Yeah.
the big screen. He's destined
yes,
for greatness.
yes.
He is.
I want a big fig. I want a
Yes.
Zeb big fig.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be good.
that'd be so good.
Yes. Yes. So that's what I'm really excited about. I'm hoping to start seeing like a lot more of those characters that we love so much that have, just been relegated obviously to the cartoons. So
Mhm.
Yeah. He looks so nice.
Are
It's
you
great.
getting it, TJ?
I don't know. This is the first buildable droid that I'm considering. Like it's
Okay.
really good, but I
Yeah.
do
There's,
it. Get it.
mhm.
it's it's nice. It's nice. It may happen. We'll see. It's also an Ahsoka set, so I may just get that loophole of collecting all the Ahsoka sets.
Yeah. To be fair, out of that wave of Ahsoka sets that we got, they were all very, very strong sets in my opinion. And this
Yeah.
adds
Mhm.
to that. Me and Sam were having a conversation yesterday actually about like all the new sets coming out, and we were saying how I think there's going to be five or six of these buildable characters coming out this year, and I think for the most part they're taking up way too many slots in the release schedule of Lego sets. I wish they were doing more play sets. However, Chopper is a necessity.
Yeah.
It would have been great if he had come out when the Ahsoka show came out, but regardless, we've got him in the end. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to. I'm now not going to the Lego store day one. I'm going on the 2nd of May. However,
Mhm.
I would still. I might go to another shop to try pick Chopper up to stream build it on the first, because I'm so excited for it. I have to get this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. I almost considered taking the day off so I
Mhm.
could stream it.
Yeah,
But it depending on how early I get back from the Lego store, I may just come in and start streaming and building it.
yeah. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. He's amazing. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh,
No,
he's fantastic.
yeah, and then me, the only person who's not buying him right away is the one, of course, who sees him early at different
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, you saw him early? Where'd you see him?
Yes. I saw him at Meyer. I think I saw him at Walmart as well. I don't remember for sure. I can look at the
Are you
that I
serious?
took. Yeah, I saw him.
Did I miss
Yeah, I
that
don't
when you were
it
talking
was
about it? Did I
it was I don't remember if oh yeah, so Chopper was at that Walmart. Was he at this Walmart? He was not. He was only at one of the Walmarts that I went to, and it was at two of the Myers that I went to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
Part of me like
Walmart,
wants to go check my Walmart, but I know it's not
yeah,
going to be
but then,
there because like they barely
Yeah,
care about Lego there.
but then you can't get the GWP either,
that's
Amberlia.
yeah, that's true.
So
But
wait,
having him
wait,
early, okay, fine. Yeah, all right, fine.
It's a real dilemma with these promos.
yes, yes. So again, skip K2SO not coming out yet. We have 2 helmets. So the helmets are back in full force. We have Jango Fett's helmet and Kylo Ren's helmet. I'm not going to zoom in on these because what you see is pretty much what you get with the helmets.
Mhm.
But they're both $70. Jango Fett is 616 pieces, and Kylo Ren is 529 pieces. So in
Yeah.
that good price for the helmet range, decent price.
Mhm.
Yeah. Kylo Ren, I believe all these elements are printed,
Mhm.
which looks very nice. And
Ooh, thank
Jango Fett has
God.
a
I was like, no way I'm putting those
yeah.
stickers on.
Right.
And then Jango Fett, on the other hand, has a bunch of stickers all around his helmet, which
Yeah.
is not so good. That honestly, that was one of the
Boo.
things holding me back from getting him last night.
Mhm.
Was all those stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, two very nice helmets.
So,
Nice upgrade.
are either of you interested in the helmets? Tech?
I will be getting them. Yeah. Again, I've inherited my mum's completionist mentality that I was talking about earlier, and I currently own all of the helmets. Oh no, well that's a lie actually. The 8080 driver that came out this year as well. But I'm looking to pick that up in the next week. But yeah, the Jango Fett helmet I very much like, but that's probably more one for the completionist mentality. The Kylo Ren one I love and I would have bought regardless because I'm a big Kylo Ren fan. And I know that the sets are overpriced, but I just don't want to hear any criticism about it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get them. I know they're
I love
overpriced,
that.
and it's gonna kill me to
Mm.
go to hand my card over to pay for them. But I've just got to do it because yeah,
Yeah.
I want more Kylo Ren sets.
Yeah. What about you, TJ? Because you said you were
So
considering the one till the
yeah,
stickers.
so Jango Fett is on my radar. I'm probably gonna wait for a deal on him because that's what I'm all about these days, the deals. But
Mhm.
he's nice. He's nice. I was
Yeah.
almost considering adding him to the May the 4th purchase to get to GWP, but he's not going to be double points, so there's no reason
Mm.
to
Mhm.
pick him over other things. But he's nice. Not going to get Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's not for me. Not a huge fan of Kylo. Kylo Ren's fine, but I'm not a big enough fan to want to buy a helmet. I've never bought any of the helmets before. So
Okay.
Jango
Yeah.
Fett would be like, I think if they did, Grievous would be like the only one who
Yeah.
they could potentially make that I would buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Amber?
Well, so my kiddo, first off, when she saw that there were 2 Kylo Ren sets, she was excited. I mean, episode 9 is her favorite movie. We'll
Okay.
leave it at that. But I could absolutely like part of me, especially if I'm trying to get to a GWP, if I want it, I could see picking up the Kylo Ren helmet and being something that my daughter and I build together for fun.
Mhm.
So that's on my radar.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a
And it's
possibility.
and
Yeah.
what's great about that is that you don't have to have the I dread the day that Penelope wants to build a Lego set that has stickers in with me, and she's like, "Oh, Daddy,
Oh.
I'll do the stickers. I'll do the stickers." I'm like, No, you won't."
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
no. My
"It's
kid
it
my
with it all
kid's
being
11 and
printed."
I'm like, "Nope, stickers are mine. If it's my
Yeah,
set, the stickers are mine. You
yeah,
can put them on your sets, but no, no."
yeah. So at least with the Kylo Ren helmet, because it's all printed, you won't have that problem. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, speaking of Kylo Ren, we have Kylo Ren's command shuttle. Click on this one briefly. $70, 386 pieces. Very, it's a choice for the price.
Uh,
But yes, it
I'm
is. It is. Yes, it is Kylo Ren's command shuttle from the sequels. The wings do move, so you can have it folded up like this if you don't have a lot of shelf space, or you can have it folded out like this if you do, or if you have short things next to it.
I'm such a clown
Yeah.
for paying full price for this. I'm fully aware. I'm so fully like, don't get me wrong, it looks really good. Like I don't know what they could have done to make it look any better. It is purely the price. Like it maybe the anti-studs as well is a bit of a like controversial thing, but I guess at the scale it is, you can't have really thick wings for them to do the like studs on both sides. I think that would be, oh god, I'd hate to see what the price would be of that. But yeah, they're really trying to squeeze every penny out of people, I think.
Yeah.
At this
Whoever bought this set in here did not see the price because they
No.
didn't bring glasses with them. They left it on whatever this shelf is.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, Oaktown. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, here it's the back of the
Oh,
box. I got
and
a couple pictures of it. Yeah.
Scott's saying don't do it.
I'm sorry, Scott. I'm gonna disappoint you.
Okay, so because we were talking about the anti-stud thing, right? The fact that, the underneath you just basically see what's like the behind of a Lego plate, right?
Mhm.
Like, I think it would be amazing if Lego, and I don't know why they don't introduce this. Like, couldn't they have like a double-sided like stud type thing that would allow you to put plates like, their backs together to make, because that would make these types of things look really awesome. Why
Mhm.
couldn't they do that? Why couldn't they design that?
They-
Like, I don't know if there's a
So-
reason.
Yeah.
So Lego doesn't have that kind of piece, of course, but other companies, other brands such as Funhole or Lumi Bricks, as they're going to be called eventually, also
Okay.
a brick building brand, they do have that kind of part where it's studs on both sides. So it is possible to make. Lego just hasn't done it. So yeah. But yeah,
Get on it,
this
Lego.
it's yeah. So we know Tech is getting this day one because Tech will buy anything that's Kylo Ren.
With my clown wig and nose on.
If this were maybe like $20-$30 cheaper, I might consider it because Kylo Ren was one of the better parts of the sequels for me, and I did somewhat enjoy his character. I mean, Episode 9 it got not as good, but overall I thought his character was one of the better parts of the sequels. So like if this was like half the price, I could see myself getting it, but it's at that $70 price point, it's not a chance.
Yeah. So one of the issues that we are having in the UK, it's not an issue in the grand scheme of things, but stay with me. A lot of the 18 plus sets are becoming retail exclusives, so you can only pick them up from Lego or a particular retail store, and so it means that those sets very rarely go on discount. So that's also kind of my justification to getting it from Lego to contribute to the promo, is because a lot of these are just becoming retail exclusive. Like the Sith Infiltrator, I'm glad I picked that up last year because that hasn't gone down in price at all.
Yeah.
That's a retail exclusive. A lot of the helmet, I think the 8080 driver helmet hasn't gone on sale yet at all. So yeah, that's a bit of a stinker with the 18 plus market here in the UK, but just one of those things, I guess.
Well, and that's fair. And I feel like it's easy to say, we'll just wait for a sale. But like you said, you're a fan. You want to get things that are Kylo Ren. Yeah. You might as well take advantage of, getting closer to like a GWP or something with it, right? Rather than waiting for maybe it goes on sale when you want to get it. I mean, I think the only other thing is if you aren't interested in the GWP, maybe wait later till there's double points.
Yeah.
But, the idea of like, oh, I'm going to wait till it's cheaper somewhere else, like you said, that's not going on sale at a Lego store ever.
Yeah.
And again, being retailer exclusive, there's the only time things are really going to go on sale is if they have like an abundance of a set. Right? It's not guaranteed things will go on sale. It's when, okay, this has been out a long time. We need more room on our shelves. We need to discount this and get rid of it. For the most part, that's, I'm sure there are other factors that play into that. But, you can't always rely on a sale.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So then next up, oh, Amberlia, are you thinking about this set, Kylo Ren shuttle?
No, no, because I'm not buying one of those until we have the Mantis.
Okay,
Yeah.
That would
that'd
be
be good.
cool.
And
I
TJ,
feel
we know
like
you're in no.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like quickly on the Mantis. I haven't played the Fallen Order games. I know you love them, Amberlia. And I think I would probably get I really want the Cal Kestis figure from the Star Destroyer. But that, like, I know that they've said that they won't do Fallen Order because it's a bit too violent. But I know they did the BD droid. They put Cow in this set. I think this, like, Starship Collection one, because of the size of the ship as well, I think would work, like, really, really well at that sort of price point. And,
Oh,
like,
I
nice touch. I think it would be a
absolutely.
really good way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think first off, it's just a ship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is like it's the perfect place. Like first off, like I bought that Star Destroyer set. I just kept calling it the Cal Kestis set.
Yeah.
I literally I don't care about, I mean, I'm not like, there are like two ships I care about, right? Well, okay, three. And this one I'm like fine, but I just wanted Cal Kestis. And I think making like it's the MIDI scale, right?
Yeah.
I think making that with the Mantis would be a great way to see, are people interested in this? Because there are some people who are just like, cool, it's a Star Wars ship. Then there
Yeah.
will be people who are like, oh my God, it's the Mantis from,
Mhm.
the games. And you've got to play those games. I'm sorry, Tech, you have to.
I'm
Oh,
just not much of a gamer. What
okay. So story mode.
okay.
Okay, so both of those games, because I just whatever. I wanted the story. So if you play them on story mode, they're super easy. You mash the buttons and you get
Okay.
through.
Okay, so then I might have to do it. I think I did watch like all of the cut, like they did like a super cut on YouTube of like all of the
Oh,
cutscenes from the
yeah.
first game. I think I watched that, but I haven't done that for the second one. But yeah, I really should because I hear that they're
Oh yeah.
very good.
It is like, especially for like the Inquisitor story, like to me, like that is canon on like how like Inquisitors are kind of made and everything that happened after Order 16
66.
66. I was going to say 69. I was like, that's not right. Again, brain fried. I think TJ is going to be coming back soon. It looks like we lost him for a minute. But it's just such a good story. I think I cried a little at certain points. Like, and it's fantastic. Cal Kestis is a fantastic character. I would kill to see him in live action, but they can't do it till they finish the games, really, because we don't know where his story goes. Executive Order 69. Thanks, Organized Oblivion. That was appreciated. And no, he's not in jail. He is.
I should be for going to the Lego store to pay full price for that Kylo Ren shuttle though. Oh man.
Hey, there are sets that have been announced where I'm like, I don't care what the price is.
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna buy it. Doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
that Chopper set could be twice the price and be like, I don't care. I'm gonna give them my money. It's Chopper.
Yeah.
So we all have those things, right?
Yeah.
That are like, especially in Lego, that we're like, I don't care. Yes, you can gouge me, and I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'm still gonna get it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got me by the throat there, the Lego.
Oh, I'm seeing all these people. I haven't played this because you don't game. I'm telling you, story mode. Or yeah, like I don't know if it has the same impact when you just watch the story and the supercuts and stuff, but
Yeah, you definitely miss bits
oh
of it
man,
out. And
you do. I mean, like playing that game, like again, I totally did story mode, which meant I could just mash the buttons to get through.
yeah.
I will say that Jedi Survivor. Oh, you know what? I maybe didn't start on story mode, and then eventually I was like, "Screw this," and I went down to story mode because it's crazy pants.
Yeah.
But first off, it is fun to be a Jedi and slice people up and do stuff. It's got an amazing, fantastic story that I think is, because when you try to do stories in the middle of the movies, obviously, like the challenge is always, we know where we're going to end. Kind of like even when we watch Andor, like we know what happens to Cassian.
Yeah.
You know, that can't change. But this is a fantastic story with these new amazing characters that they put together that really have their own journey and their own story that can just live in the time frame, which
Yeah.
is really cool. Yeah. And the second game does touch on a lot of the High Republic stuff, which was really interesting. So yeah, I highly recommend play them on story mode. Again, you can button mash your way through and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if that go.
Yeah. Oh, I see TJ's power flickered. Oh, goodness.
Oh dear.
Order 69 is canon. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, wow. I messed that one up. Well, worst case scenario, I can bring up, I can go to the Lego website and bring up, even though he normally is the one who's sharing it. I can do that. Let's see here. No, I'm an adult. I don't want to play. Oh, wait. I think he's back. He's back.
Hey, welcome back.
Yay.
No, my lights flickered. The power must have been knocked out briefly. So that was delightful. All right, let's get it back up. All right, so I don't remember where we left off.
Kylo Ren shuttle, I think. Was the
Yeah.
build.
Yeah. I think we just wrapped that up.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so next up, the U-Wing. Chat the U-Wing. So this is our 1 Andor season 2 set.
Done.
K2SO. But there you go.
There.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what it is. It's Andor. It's fine. I'm buying it.
So 594 pieces, $70. Comes with 4 minifigs. It comes with Cassian, K2SO, Dedra, and I forget what this guy's called.
I think it's just a
it's just
stormtrooper, like a
Imperial
helmetless stormtrooper. Yeah.
An ISB
So-
tactical agent.
Okay, there you go.
The funny thing, my husband is obsessed with Cassian's wardrobe.
Okay.
He is just like, he looks so slick. We were talking about like Halloween and stuff. He's like, we weren't talking about Halloween. I take that back. Because during Star Wars Celebration, they announced that the next one is going to be in 2027 in LA. And so we're going to try to go to that. And I was like, well, we need to dress up though. And he was like, I'm going to be Cassian because he likes the clothes and the wardrobe.
Nice. Cassian knows how to wear a jacket. I will say that. He's
Oh, yeah.
got an eye for a good jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so here it is. So a lifestyle shot with the wings kind of, I don't know what that is, flight mode, whatever it's called. It's not really flight mode, but attack mode maybe. But it's there. You can move the wings. There's the cockpit there. You can put Cassian in, and then I think there's a little bit of space underneath to fit in another fig. There's a top view. I wonder, it's always a toss-up of whether or not the instructions they're showing actually are the instructions of the set. I don't think it usually is.
Oh,
There's
KO, you don't need to mute us. We're not.
This isn't.
We're talking about clothes. This isn't spoilers.
Yeah.
This is first off. This is a ship. This is a Lego set you're going to see at the Lego store. So no spoilers there. You're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, looks like in these lifestyle shots, I think they made a comment on this. The arm color and the hair is wrong for Cassian.
Huh.
So
Damn it.
somehow Lego managed to do that. So that's what Cassian will actually look like. He has different color arms and shorter hair to match his on-screen appearance.
Okay. That's good.
Wait. Oh, you're saying that in that lifestyle picture they had it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
the figure's
So on
right.
Yeah, what you see on the box is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just built the Rogue One U-Wing this week on stream.
Ooh.
And that set is fantastic. So I shouldn't get this set day 2, I guess, for me at this point. But I will, because I love Andor and it's such a great show. I could sit here and talk for hours and hours and hours on how much I love this show.
Yeah.
And if it means that there's a slightly better chance if I go and get this straight away that they do another couple of Andor sets, then I am all for it. This set is far inferior to the last U-wing. That thing is awesome. It's huge. It's got so much playability. It
Yeah.
feels really swooshable. But I have to, and I love Dedra as well. I was really hoping we were going to get her as a minifigure from the first series. So yeah, even just for her, this is a must buy for me.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that one set we got for season 1 was such a bummer. I mean, I got it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, but I appreciate that, like, this one is a little bit more, it's an upgrade from that one for sure. And again, if you know, like, you know, even people mentioning in the chat, like, to support Andor, I know we're not going to get more seasons because they're only giving it the one season. But if we show, hey, if you make an Andor set, we'll buy it. Maybe we'll get Luthen's ship someday. That would be amazing. You know, we can, you know, it's our way of telling Lego, yes, we want more of the Andor sets.
Yeah. I really hope they do. Like, I know Ahsoka, we got like 4 sets, and then we got like the prettier set a bit later on, and now we're getting the battle pack as well later on this year. But I really hope, that this does well enough that they go, okay, next summer, let's try find room for 2 or 3 more Andor sets.
I'd
Fondor
love to see a TIE Avenger.
Yes,
that TIE Avenger was awesome.
Yeah, that would be really, really cool.
Yeah. My only worry with trying to squeeze those sets in is that next year we've got the Mando movie, and that's going to be a wave, or most of a wave.
At least one.
So I wonder, though, and here's why I wonder, because just like with Mandalorian, Disney's going to be real tight on specifics, and they're not going to give them a lot to go on for that. Because first off, they don't need to sell, like, they don't need marketing Lego sets to get people to go see the movie. So I wonder if we won't get that much because, let's face it, Lego is known for leaking stuff pretty easily. You know, they may only give them a small amount to work with for the movie, which may not result in a lot of sets when it comes out. After it comes out, I am sure we will get a flood of sets.
I think we'll probably, looking at like how they've done past Lego releases for upcoming films, I think we'll probably get 4 or 5 sets of things that we've already seen in the footage that they've released. So they'll be quite universal things, like an AT-AT, a Razor Crest maybe, and like a couple more other little sets, and then maybe by the summer, or maybe they do like an end of year wave where they put a few more and brush a few more spoiler heavy sets in. I think that's hopefully the play for that.
Yeah, they usually do that with the movie sets. They release a couple more in like the following year to cover anything that wasn't seen or wasn't known.
Yeah. So I mean, I do feel like there could still be room for some, you know, bigger, cooler Andor sets.
Yeah.
It'd be
just pass on the original trilogy for a year. Like, if we've got the Mando film, we got Ahsoka season 2 like on the horizon as well. We want some sets for that. We've got
2027 is going to be the 50th anniversary of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So let's save all the original trilogy stuff for that year, and 2026 be some like catching up on newer stuff.
Yes, and even go back and
by the way,
season 1 Andor sets.
Sorry, just real quick. One Brick Stud, hello. Just wanted to shout out. Yes, what were you saying, Tech?
Even go back to season 1 of Andor and do some more sets from there. Like I said, the Fondor will be a great one. They can do that. It's appeared in season 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's tons of stuff from the first Andor, like an Aldani heist, like the room with the cart thing and all the credits.
Yeah,
like,
and they could do. Yeah, since they always seem to do vehicles or ships, they could do that transport ship.
Yeah,
Maybe have
yeah,
like
that
a
would be
little, like a cart as well, and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
doable.
yeah, that'd be
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, that's a nice little set for $70.
Yeah, you picking
Nice
up
little
TJ?
build. Not right away. Again, no
Mhm.
real incentive to buy this day one, but it's on my radar.
Yeah,
It's on the list.
Yeah. Tech, are you getting it?
yeah, yeah. You
Day
can
one or
uh day two probably, yeah. Or well,
well, yeah.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
day one,
Straight
basically,
away,
right?
straight away, yeah. Well, like so I'm as you can tell, the list of sets that I want to pick up is getting quite ridiculous. And so I'll probably end up I probably will end up doing a couple of orders online just so I don't have to try and lug them out of the of the store. But I've just got to pick my purchase. I just got to pick or prioritize the ones that I want to have that I can come home and stream and build straight away, and then a couple of the ones that I can wait a couple
Yeah.
of weeks, or like a week or two before I build. So that's the biggest thing for me. The biggest juggling act at the moment is deciding which ones to pick up in store and which ones to get online.
Yeah, and then Amberlia, this is pretty soon. This is probably going to be. Is this going to be a day one for you?
Okay, so I think I can only get two, honestly, like a chopper and something else.
Mhm.
I might get that over the Kylo Ren helmet. So yeah.
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 I think
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean, I'm gonna get it, like whether it's day one or not. It's very likely to be day one, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, all right. So next up here we have the brick built Star Wars logo. There's not too much of this, not too much of this show. I'll look at it briefly. So this is $60, 700 pieces, no minifigs, which is fine. Here it is on a shelf. There it is. There's the hidden Easter egg, the Tantive 4 and the Star Destroyer. So that's like our one little Easter egg in this set. But beyond that, it's just a brick built Star Wars logo.
Anyone excited for it?
I mean, it's nice. I don't. I'm not,
maybe excited isn't the word.
yeah, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It yeah, I think after the Marvel logo, everyone had lowered their expectations way down.
For sure.
But this turned out pretty well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is well done.
Yeah, I really like the look of this.
Oh, we've got that one bloke dude said, I saw these at the Star Wars convention.
Yes, they released this and the Brickheads early in Japan, so you could pick these up last weekend, which was like fun for anyone that managed to get over there.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about Star Wars Celebration, no, none of us were able to go to that one.
Nope.
Would have loved to, but
yeah.
Oh wait, what's that hiding in there?
Oh, that's the Tantive 4 Star Destroyer opening scene from Episode 4. That's their one little reference.
Oh, okay. So I love that kind of stuff. It's weird, but I love when, as you're building, there's these little Easter eggs that are hidden in something that only you know about. I don't know why, but that really gets me.
It's fun. It's just like I think it just makes you a bit more engaged in the build. Sometimes you can like go into autopilot a bit when you're building, can't you? Especially if you're streaming or if you're like watching something at the same time. Things like that, you can get, oh, that's quite cool, and it kind of brings you in and sort of helps you refocus a little bit. So yeah, I do that. The fact that Tantive is made up of 3 different pieces and it looks so much like a Tantive, I think that's really good work from whoever designed that.
Yeah, that's well done.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm not like that excited about getting it, but I think I might have to.
Mm-hmm.
So not day one,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I may be obliged to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll see this in the background of a lot of people's displays.
Yeah.
Both like Lego people and non-Lego people. I think this will be a lot of like the Star Wars content creators, streamers, and stuff. I think this will be a nice little touch. I think
Yeah.
this is the botanicals for Star Wars in terms of like reaching out into a new audience. Um,
Yeah.
try and lure
Yeah.
some people into Lego.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and this is a terrific display piece, right? Because it's very obvious what it is. It's the big old Star Wars logo. And it is, like you were saying, for content creators, it's a great thing to have like over your shoulder somewhere
Mhm.
that's like Star Wars. And people are like,
Yeah,
ooh, you like Star Wars. Or, ooh, what's that? Like, where'd you, oh, that's Lego,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's a good like display centerpiece as well. So if you've got like a bunch of big Star Wars sets, a bunch of UCS sets or helmet sets or Starship Collection, whatever, on display, you can just kind of stick this in the middle of them, and it's like Star Wars. There it
Yeah.
is.
The George Lucas minifigure.
Yeah,
Like,
Mhm.
have they ever made one?
There
not
was
official.
one. Yeah,
There
there was
was
one.
there was the one, but it wasn't wide release. Let me look it up.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. We've had Walt
Mm,
Disney, Kevin Feige, but not George Lucas. Maybe George Lucas doesn't want a minifig of himself. I
maybe.
wonder if that could be it. Like, because Lego has to know if you put that in a set, people would buy it because
Yeah,
they like lose. I wonder if it's a thing
Yeah,
where George Lucas is like, no, I don't want a minifigure of me.
yeah.
maybe.
I'm not seeing how much or how it was distributed, but it was never released to the public, and it is rare.
Hmm.
That is that's
He
what I'm seeing.
probably just wants to keep it that way. Maybe that's why, because there's
Yeah.
that rare one out there, and he just doesn't want to.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to be
he bought up so many of those rare ones back in the day. He's like, no, that would crash the crash my investment here.
exactly, exactly. Oh, we had a Steven Spielberg one?
Oh,
Yeah, that
wow.
was in the. I don't. Was it ever
Oh.
actually named Steven Spielberg? Looks identical to him. But it was in a Lego Studios set, and maybe even two
Hmm.
sets. Definitely in one of the studio sets back in the early 2000s. I think they were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool figure actually.
very cool.
I just wonder
Yeah.
if he's trademarked his name, which I imagine George Lucas probably has. Is that then another license that they would have to get? Because that wouldn't fall under the Disney Star Wars license. That would fall under the George Lucas license. So then would they be paying two licenses? Do they then see that it will be worth it? Maybe not. I don't know.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yes, it'd be worth it because people will buy the set. You could throw
True.
it in any set you wanted, and people would buy the set. So
Yeah.
I lean more towards I think George Lucas doesn't want it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
So
I
they
would be
it,
like, because otherwise, if he was like, yeah, make a Lego set with me, or maybe he's like it has to be like the perfect Lego set for him to be included in or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Yeah. I
yeah.
wonder what George
So
Lucas's
they
perfect Lego set would be. That'd be an interesting question.
yeah,
Oh,
so
I'm not
they
allowed to make any
there's
comments on that one.
Yeah.
there's a Steven Spielberg movie maker set. That's the name of the set number 1349. But the minifig is not actually named Steven Spielberg. It's just
Okay.
direct.
Yeah.
But it's him.
It's very
Yeah,
much him,
it's
yeah.
him. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Star Wars logo. This is not a right away purchase for me. I might consider it somewhere down the line, but not a day one. I'd love to see a Ninjago logo like this. That's what I thought of when I saw this, because that would be amazing.
Hmm.
I'd that would that'd be an amazing centerpiece to whatever's back here. This is
Hmm.
all probably going to change, but yeah.
Maybe George Lucas is a massive Friends fan and insists he must be a mini doll.
Oh, that would be
I love that
insane.
one.
That would be insane.
Oh, great. And then our final two sets, well, we have four sets left, but final two with actual bricks in them is Brickheads related. So we have Revenge of the Sith Brickheads for the 20th anniversary, Heroes and Villains. So we have five here. We have Anakin, Palpatine, Grievous, Padme, and Mace Windu. And I've noted this elsewhere. I think I noted this on your stream, Tech. But this is our first physical Lego representation of an Episode 3 Padme.
That's wild to me.
This is our first one.
Yeah. When you said that the other day, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And
Now,
quite frankly, it's ridiculous.
they've made her in like the video games and stuff.
Mhm.
Complete Saga, Skywalker Saga, and probably a few other places, but never a physical fig or physical build of any kind.
Yeah. That's
until
wild.
this time.
Oh, and I love that you can do the regular eyes for Anakin, or you can do the Sith eyes.
Yeah, there's the regular eyes. So I'm guessing they just give you an extra set of eyes.
See, I'd build my Anakin with the regular eyes.
Yeah,
I think
I probably would too.
Yeah, I really like this. I think Grievous is fantastic. He was a must for the set. I was really interested to see how he looks. The Palpatine looks like a bit. I think it was in one review I saw. I think his red robes are more iconic to Episode 3. This kind of just looks like the Emperor from the original trilogy. So it'd have been nice, I think, if they had done the red robes for Palpatine on this one. But
yeah, I agree.
Other than that, I think the others all look really, really good.
Yeah, I also noticed that
General Tron's Bricks. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Lovely to have you.
I also noticed that Palpatine, I don't think has any prints on him.
No.
So maybe it's just a case of they ran out of print budget and they just went with this. Because if they did a red robe Palpatine, that would require prints.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just my theory with anything Lego now, is they just run out of prints print budget. And they can't do stickers on brickheads because that's something they've never done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one brick stud agrees about the red robes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see, does Palpatine have... Palpatine doesn't have prints anywhere.
Yeah.
So
looks great. Like if it was a Episode 6 or something.
Yeah.
I think it would be absolutely fine. I just think for Episode 3, it'd been nice if they had something that represented that a little bit more. But
yeah, maybe when we get to the 25th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, we'll get red robe Palpatine.
Yeah, yeah. Do you guys collect brickheads? Is that something you guys pick up or not really?
No, I occasionally collect them. Like I have Cody, I have Ahsoka. I won the Endor brickheads in a giveaway a while back, and then I have Vader and Captain America, who's disassembled from like way back when they started, and then the Ninjago Legacy brickhead. So I just kind of collect random ones.
Yeah,
but these are nice. I'm a fan of Grievous, so that's already a dilemma for me.
Yeah,
because I want Grievous, and Anakin's pretty nice too.
Yeah, So I actually I do enjoy building the brickheads. I think they're really fun builds.
Yeah.
I mean, that was what I did for my mock right at Brickworld Chicago was the custom brickheads. Okay, here's what I hate about when TJ and I do release streams is because like a lot of this stuff, other than what I knew I wanted, I was like, and now we start talking about it, and I'm like, oh, maybe I want that. So, like, I feel like not day one for sure, but I think there's a really good chance that before this retires, I will pick this up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These brickhead packs do seem to go on sale towards the end of their shelf life as well. The Endor one and the Phantom Menace one did as well. So. I could see that. I could see it getting.
Yeah, so it's a good chance they go on sale. So yeah, 656 pieces, $50.
Yeah. So Tech, are you going to wait for a sale, or are you going to pick these up before then?
I don't think I'd pick it up before, unless I'm really close to a promo again. I think these ones will be a pass. I don't generally collect brickheads, but I do really like that General Grievous, and Anakin Anakin and Padme great too. But yeah, particularly the Grievous I like. So I think I'll hold out for a sale on this one.
And for me, I know it's not, but it does look more like the Clone Wars Anakin.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I mean,
That's the one I'm
he
in
wore
love with. I'm in love with him there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he wore the same outfit in season 7,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
it's so he can be Clone Wars Anakin. Yeah, and then we won't zoom in on the other brickheads because you can see them pretty well. But we get Luke Skywalker, Rebel pilot brickheads, just on his own. So like how Cody was just on his own last year,
Mhm.
we get that
Mhm.
with Luke. So yeah, pretty nice little brickhead there. Very very detailed helmet, very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of prints.
Yeah,
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 the
very
goggle,
nice.
the visor's pretty cool actually as well. That looks
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was fun. How they done that? Have they printed the eyepiece onto a tile? Have they printed
No,
the
it's
eye?
the eyepiece is behind the tile. So I think the two tiles attached to these two studs in the middle,
Ah,
and then the
got it,
eyes
got
are
it.
behind it.
Okay, that's cool. I like
Got
that.
it.
That looks really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's well done.
That's cool.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
again,
And
not
then
Rush 2, I think.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
way down
Yeah.
here we
Looks
have the keychains.
Oh,
woohoo.
Yeah, so the R2 is R2 is fine. He's whatever. C3PO is the more interesting one because he's got the dual molded leg. That's
yeah.
only in Luke's land
Oh.
speeder and I think the buildable C3PO.
Mhm.
So if you have
Yeah.
the other detailed C3PO that doesn't have the dual molded leg, you can just switch out the legs.
Oh, this is
Like how
like what they
people
did
were,
with the
yeah,
Luke
with
Skywalker
the
pilot. Yeah.
what people were doing with that, they
Sneaky.
can do here. Yeah. So yeah, and this is also like if you're like really close to a GWP threshold
Yeah.
and you have to get just over that threshold, this is something
That's
you can
fair.
just throw in and
Yeah.
get
Take it
over the
just over.
threshold and fix your C3PO.
Yeah.
Is that what these are for? Is that what the keychains are for? Are they so
Maybe
people
some of
can
them.
like hit a threshold?
I think so.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you order online, say you ordered the Star Wars logo and chopper, that's not technically 160. That's 159.98.
Mm.
So you would
That's
have
one.
to buy something else.
That's one of the
That's
balancing
when you
things.
throw that in.
Yeah, because like in store they would let you have that, but online they don't
Absolutely.
because it's all in the automated system. So yeah, you have to be it's a bit smart if you're doing multiple orders and stuff. If you are going in store and doing some online ones, but
Yeah, so that's all the Star Wars releases, all the set releases, but that's not all. We have even more to talk about. All the Star Wars Day GWPs. So there's I didn't even realize I could view the set from here. Oh wait, no, I can't. I can't. That's just taking me to Jango Fett's starship. It's not taking me to the Insider Reward, but that's there.
Ah.
But yes, GWPs. So there was the keychain, of course, with Jango Fett's starship. If you spend $40 or more here in the US, you get the Millennium Falcon polybag. This is something that's widely available. I've seen it at several different stores. Maybe
Yeah.
you aren't in an area where polybags are available, so this is a good way to get that if you're after it. That's there, but the real draw. Let's see, where will this take me? Real draw is this Camino training facility GWP with purchases of $160 or more. It excludes pre-orders, but nothing will be available for pre-order by that point except for K2SO. So yes, value of $30, 190 pieces, 3 minifigs, and purchases of $160 or more. Tech, remind me, what's the threshold over in the UK?
£145, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so this is what it is. So the main build is a Kaminoan KE8 Enforcer, which is in the background of Episode 2, it's just kind of flying around there. I think it's also in Battlefront 2 from what I looked up. And then side builds, you have this little weapons rack area and a little training gun turret thing.
Yeah.
And then 3 figs, the clone cadets. Printed arms, dual molded legs.
I think these figures are awesome.
Yes, they are
I think it's
amazing.
so much fun. I love that we're just getting 3 of the same one. It's great for army building. The fact that it's a gift for purchase that I want to army build is dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I
But
don't know if you saw Jewel Face's comment, but it was saying how many GWPs does Tech plan to get?
it goes back and forth all the time. So I do, like, when I was army building religiously, I would either do squads of 9 or 25. And I was gonna stick with 9, and I was like, that's cool. And then I was like, oh, but I really want to start doing some more clone bases, so maybe I'd need more than 9 in their cadet. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah, I need to rein it in a bit. I'll get Paige to stand over me while I'm making my orders, so she keeps me in check. But
So,
yeah,
but just to clarify, you have to, it's only one per purchase. You have to make multiple purchases, right? To get multiple GWPs?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God. So that's when you break out like the spreadsheet and you put like the sets you want and like you
Mhm.
configure things just perfectly to make those
Yeah.
individual purchases.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like
Yeah.
moving
You might
it.
need 3 keychains.
Yeah, I honestly, I might be. Yeah, I might do.
Yeah, there it is. There's the thing in flight mode.
Yeah, I
All
could
the
care less
clone
about the
troopers in
build,
action.
if I'm honest. I just think the cadets look. I mean, there's some cool pieces. To be fair, there's some cool pieces in there, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can tell
Oh,
you what
that's an interesting call, Chris. Cadet Fig in the
Oh,
Playscale Slave 1, that would be
that would be a real
that'd be a
chicken.
devious move by Lego.
Yeah. Oh, they wouldn't,
Yeah.
would they? Would they?
Of course they would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. But we won't know for sure. We won't know for sure until
No.
probably July by then.
Yeah.
So what's funny about this GWP, like you said, you don't care about the builds. I
Mhm.
feel like what it was, they're like, well, we want to give people 3 cadets. I don't know, what are some extra pieces in white we have? And like they built a couple things and they're like, there we go. Like
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
fill it out to make it worth it, right? But I feel like in the end they're like, okay, we want to give away 3 cadets
Mhm.
minifigs.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Let's throw some extra value in here with some odds and of pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think build wise, it's an interesting choice for a GWP. It's very niche, so not
Mhm.
everyone would go for it. But adding in the clone cadets makes it desirable to anyone who's a Clone Wars fan.
Yeah. I cannot see the cadet minifigure being exclusive to a GWP. I'm conflicted because I'm almost certain that the Battle Droid pilot that we got last year is currently exclusive. However, I think that it will probably. I'd be surprised if it didn't get released in the MTT that's due to come out later this year. But then I look back at past May 4th figures, and a lot of them have stayed exclusive, like Amberlia, and then if you go back to like all the other ones as well. So I can't.
Okay.
The fact that they've given 3 as well makes me think that they probably wouldn't do it again. But you just just don't know.
So in last year's GWP, there was only one exclusive part, and that was that pilot droid torso.
Mhm.
In this GWP, I believe the hair isn't exclusive, but I believe that's elsewhere. The head isn't exclusive, that's on all the clones, and the legs are not exclusive either. So the legs
Yeah,
with because those have been on a bunch of different
of
Santa
course.
Claus minifigs.
Yeah.
So the only
Wait, that's Santa Claus legs?
Yeah. So the only exclusive part is that torso. So they could reuse it. I mean, we haven't seen them reuse the pilot battle droid torso yet, but I think there's a good chance they do that in the MTT because it makes the most sense to have a pilot battle droid there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ooh, I think in the UK it'll probably go for around £40. I think that's probably what it'll level out on a £145 threshold. It's quite a lot. Like that's a third. That's a third of the thing. So I think in terms of value, if you look at it like that, and there are sets that you do want to get, then I think it could be worth picking it up if you either want the promo or you are thinking about selling it.
I've got some noise back here, so I'm staying a little silent. But yeah, if even if the play scale Django Slave 1 has this fig or has the torso, really
Yeah.
is the torso is the only thing that matters. It's still it'll make it a little bit easier to get, but that's still going to be a $70 set.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that won't exactly make it easy. And I'm going to take care of that right now. That just popped in the chat.
You got it?
Yeah, I just took care of it.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Lego sneaks this fig into another set. But I think if they put it in a battle pack, then that would be
That'd be
That would be
kick in the
awful.
teeth, I think. Yeah.
But if they're gonna put it in a $70 set, in a set that's not meant to be army built, that's not the worst thing in the world that they could do. That's not the worst place they could reuse it.
Yeah.
See, everyone said that with Captain Rex dual face. That the Y-Wing version wouldn't have arm prints. They're like, there's no way Lego does that. But Lego will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sisu, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Sisu. Oh, Django Fett won't have arm printing. Yeah, that's the current rumor floating around. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. The cadet could
that's-
come in an advent
yeah.
calendar or magazine.
I don't
Oh,
think
if it
it
came
would
in a
come in a
magazine.
magazine.
Oh, that'd be phenomenal.
Not unless those only happen with widely
Yeah.
released figs, but an advent calendar would be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but like if the only exclusivity there is that torso, why couldn't they do that in a magazine?
Typically, the GWPs for most things, May 4th specifically, only tend to get one production run because it's only available for a short limited time.
Yeah.
So once they're sold out, they're gone. And the magazines, I don't know how it works. They must get access to a range of minifigures that they can choose from to have.
Oh,
I
okay.
would assume, and because these aren't getting mass produced all the time, I don't think that the magazine company would get access to them. I could be wrong, but just looking at past ways that it's done, I can't imagine they would get access to something like this. But it would be crazy, and that would solve a lot of my problems if it was in the magazine. But
See part 2 of that bathtub clone.
yeah, you know it.
Yes. I will say I will not be opening it. This is, I don't open my GWPs.
Okay.
I rarely do. The only ones I've opened are the ones that I have duplicates of usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Christmas.
Or if it's like Christmas GWP.
All the Christmas ones get opened because I display them proudly. But yeah, no, this won't get opened.
Fair.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm gonna have as much restraint.
Oh well, no, that's
I'm gonna.
It's a weird thing with me. Like I just can't bring myself. It started like innocently, where I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just put this GWP away, and then I'm like, I'll put this GWP away, and then eventually I had a closet full of just GWPs that I'm like, I'm just never opening these.
Yeah. They are fun to collect for sure.
Let's see. An advent calendar would make sense. Yes. Already has the Santa trousers.
That's true. That's true.
You just take this fig and you put a Santa hat on him instead.
Yeah, I can
There
so
you
see
go.
them doing that. Oh, that's so right.
Will there be sets discounted for May 4th?
There will be sets discounted, so I'll have to do this from memory. Because that info is not on the Lego website yet, and it also may vary by region, so it is not completely confirmed, but I believe the only set that's 20% discounted will be the UCS Razor Crest. And then there's a few sets that will be times 4 insider points. The vendor was one of them. That Rebuild the Galaxy X-Wing versus TIE Fighter was the second, and then I'm forgetting the third.
I
Tech, do you
think
remember
it's
the third?
the UCS X-Wing.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it's
Maybe.
UCS.
Yeah, it was. The rest were UCS sets. I just remember that the Rebuild the Galaxy one was
Hope
the
it's the
Yeah.
ghost or something I actually want.
yeah. Yeah, there were a
Wh-
few
yeah.
15% off sets, and then a whole list of double
Oh,
points.
I
So
actually have
that's not everything.
I have a list here, whether it's the final definitive list, but for 15% off, it's the ATTE, the Pod Racer diorama, and the MIDI scale Tantive 4. And then for double points, you have the Dark Falcon, the Star Destroyer, the Coruscant Guard gunship, the Ghost and Phantom 2, the MIDI scale
Ooh.
Falcon, the MIDI scale Executor, the MIDI scale Home 1, and the MIDI scale Acclimator, C3PO, Mandalorian helmet, AT-AT driver helmet, R2D2, Desert Skiff and Sarlacc pit, Jewel on Peridia, Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator, the Imperial dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder, Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon battle, the Crimson Firehawk, the Clone Trooper versus Battle Droids Battle Pack, Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack, Captain Rex Y-Wing, and Commander Cody Brickheads. I think that's the ones that are all going double VIP points.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like the
So
list that I heard.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, it looks like the majority of stuff you can get some form of deal on, excluding all the stuff that's just come out.
Yeah.
It was going to be coming out. So
Yeah.
Now, is that actually on May 4th, or would that happen on May 1st?
I believe that's from May 1st. I
Yeah.
believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Like Lego celebrates May the 4th be with you. Like they celebrate it on May 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually because May 4th doesn't fall over a weekend. It does this year.
Yeah.
So I think they always done it from May 1st because they want to try catch a weekend somewhere, whether it be just before or just after. So that 4 days gives them the kind of grace to catch on the weekends either side.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And of course it could vary. It could vary by region. So the best course of action is on that first day is to look at the website and see what's up.
Yeah.
Check the discounts.
Yeah. Because they're if the list is similar here, there was a set or two on there that I was like, I'd really like to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were a few sets on there that I'm thinking about. That one that wasn't on there is the ARC 170, which was originally on my list. I know I've told you about that list, Tech.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to adjust that. I'm probably gonna pull that off and put the Acclimator and probably a Clone and Droid battle pack in its place.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which is, $10 more spend, but still gets me, I think, $15 over the threshold, which isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Because I'll also do Peridia and the dropship versus Scout Speeder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did want to mention we are getting close to the 2-hour mark, and I definitely do not want to go too far over that and have Tech sitting there in the dark forever.
They might actually lock me in. I might be in for overnight.
So maybe we should just like quickly talk about
that's all the
other
Star Wars stuff. So we can, let's switch to our not Star Wars releases. So we'll cover everything else. Yeah, we'll see if the website crashes as well, and if things actually.
Of course it will.
Properly.
I'm sure it will.
Of course it will. We know that.
Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah.
But we'll see if it's another Shire situation where it's we're waiting for 2 hours before stuff is actually available, which is another reason why I don't want to consider any of the new sets.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm making an online order, then it's just it could take forever. But yes, so we have non-Star Wars releases. This is everything else. There's not much else. No other GWPs or anything. So that's a hint to change the banner. Amberlia.
Okay, I'm going.
So yes, quickly here we have the Petite Sunny Bouquet, our one and only botanical set, because for the US it is Mother's Day in May. So so here's our little bouquet of flowers. Very nice little flowers here. Yeah,
Yeah.
vase not
And
included.
I had suggested that, like, you know, for the people who maybe their moms are taking them to the Lego store, like, maybe throw this in with the purchase. You'd get your mom something nice too.
Yeah. That would be great, wouldn't it? As if if you could go to the Lego store, you could get the May 4th gift for purchase if you buy a botanicals set for your mother. Like that would be like a nice little asterisk that, oh yeah,
That's
you
a
can get the
requirement,
photo.
right? You
Yeah.
have to include the May 4th one.
Yeah, yeah, Mm, yeah. So yeah, that's there. 373 pieces, $30 right there. Other set here is Avengers Endgame Final Battle, 621 pieces, $100. How many times can they remake the Endgame battle as a set? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I think we're at like 4 or 5 now. So we've got a bunch.
Yeah.
It's the big portal scene. We got a bunch of portals. We've got Ant-Man. So Giant Man is just a mech now because Lego can't do anything else. It's got the black mech joints though. I think if I mean they're in cheaper sets by now. I think, but there's something for Sam.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
a bunch of jigs. Yeah.
at this point, I feel like there's enough Lego sets that you could just like put together that whole battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
I think-
there's so many sets. Like you could like every scene from that battle has like how much farther can you milk this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
And majority of these figs have been in other sets too. It's just
it looks like a
and yeah. Well,
CMF display stand. It looks like they've
Yeah.
done a Marvel CMF and they've gone like, right, let's chuck them all on a little stand to
Yeah.
house them all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There
Because
it
that
is.
doesn't look fun to play with.
No.
Yeah. No. It's just It looks like just a display set, really, with maybe like a couple little like you have that play feature where you can break some of the stuff, and that's it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like these sets are remember the good old days of Marvel.
Yeah.
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 Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, that's coming out. Our final May 1st set release is the F1 collectible cards. These go in place of the CMFs.
That's
4 months of the
criminal.
year.
That is
Yeah.
criminal.
This is a choice that Lego has made. So you have 12 different cards. I believe they're all the same or similar builds. You get helmets, no faces underneath. You've got some prints in here as well.
Wait, what?
Just
What is this?
it's cars. I mean, this may appeal to kids, but this doesn't appeal to me. I don't think it appeals to most people at this point who
What-
aren't young kids.
Are they builds? Do you build them?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're built. Build them.
And they chose this instead of minifigures?
Mm-hmm.
Criminal,
Because
right?
this
And
year
they're
is
in
F1 year.
boxes? Oh
Yep.
God.
And you can
Fine.
so you can't weigh them or anything to see which one is which. You
No,
have to
they're
use
all the
QR codes.
same.
Yeah, and they'll all sound the same.
I mean,
yeah,
I want
somehow-
the pink and purple one, but
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, but somehow I have a feeling that these are not going to get ripped open a whole bunch like all the other ones.
No, I didn't think they will.
Yeah,
no. And like, I mean, okay, but
yeah. It's
What do
something.
what do you do with them though?
You just they're like little cars, and you just drive them around, I guess. I don't
Hey,
know.
but they're literally the exact same car but different colors.
I think
Pretty
pretty
much,
much, yeah.
Fine.
I mean, some
But do they
people
even-
make
Easy
that
pass.
collection, but
Like, do they represent any of the cars that are racing in the Formula One?
So I think
They will have
10
logos
out of the
except,
so-
except Red Bull because they can't offer that.
Yeah,
they can't put the Red Bull sponsorship on a kid's toy.
Yeah,
That's why
so I
the Speed
think,
Champions Red Bull is an 18+ set,
yeah,
but all the
So,
other
like,
ones have
10 of
the-
these-
Really?
yeah, 10 of these will correspond to an actual F1 car, and then I think the other 2 are just placeholders, and I don't know which ones those would be.
I think it's the bottom left is meant to be the Red Bull one. I don't know about the I don't know about
That's
the other one.
that's a Ferrari one.
Sorry, bottom left, I think.
Oh, bottom left.
Yeah. I think
one?
that one's meant to be the Red
Okay.
Bull. I think that's the color,
Yeah.
like color
Uh,
scheme. But
okay.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah. I don't know anything about F1, so I have no idea.
yeah,
I'd be curious if like people who are into F1 care about this at all.
I don't think they possibly will when they've got like the Speed Champions ones that
Yeah.
have just come out. I think the Speed Champions ones are far more interesting.
Yeah.
You like
I
pick your
think.
favorite team or a couple of your favorite teams, and then you go with that. This just
Yeah,
doesn't
like
seem fun at
if
all.
you don't want, the Speed Champions ones are too highly detailed for kids, and if you don't want to buy the city ones, then you
Yeah.
have these as an alternative instead.
Okay.
Yeah, or the
Sure.
Bigfoot ones.
Why not?
Yeah.
And then finally, not May 1st, so that's all the May 1st stuff, and we have stuff releasing in the middle of the month. We have the Keith Haring dancing figures. These
These are
things.
interesting.
So little art sets, 1773 pieces, $120, May 15th release.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's there.
Cool.
Yeah, they're dancing figures.
They look great,
Yeah.
I have to say.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah,
look really
and
good.
I believe it's not visible from here, but that new 1x1 like stud with the clip on the underside comes in clear
Oh,
underneath
cool.
here. So that's a really nice part.
Yeah.
But beyond that, there's some other good part recolors, but
Yeah.
no other real
That's
use to the set.
expensive.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay. Okay. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool looking. It's cool that that's made out of Lego.
Yeah. And it really like it's a very accurate representation in Lego. You wouldn't immediately go, "Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Lego." So they've done
Oh,
well
yeah.
in that
No.
in that aspect.
Yeah.
But yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then,
on clearance, maybe if like it was like deep cut and I was like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
yeah, if this was like $20, then yeah. That's a really deep clearance.
Wow.
Maybe 30.
Wow.
I'll give it like
on.
30, maybe $40, but
$50 for a parts pack. Come on.
yeah. Might be a good parts draft, but
yeah, to be fair,
Yeah.
that could be a good shout. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that is a set for Chicago actually. Although it's quite
Yeah.
big.
Mm.
1,700 parts is a lot. I don't think they tend to do sets that big just because of how long it takes
that's
to build.
true.
But
Yeah. And then the other set, well, there's 3 supposedly May 15th releases, but the third one hasn't been revealed yet. This is the second one, Mario
this
Kart.
looks so
This
good.
was revealed for Mario Day, I think, last
Yeah.
month. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
however
this-
long ago it was, and became available for pre-order, which there was no point because whatever GWPs they were offering, you couldn't qualify because they just exclude pre-orders
Yeah.
for any
Mm.
GWPs. But this will be available, $170, 1972 pieces. They will do anything but minifigs
hmm
for Mario. Yeah.
Really.
Anything. But this, unlike some of the other things that they've done, this actually looks really good.
This is fantastic. Yeah.
It does look good. It does. I mean, the face, it looks good. They did a good
Yeah.
job. It's not creepy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. it's
I
one
have
of
to
the better
say,
human
Lego
stuff. Yeah.
Lego sculptures as a kind of sub theme within other themes is getting very, very good. Like you think of the big Simba that we've
Mhm.
had recently,
Yeah.
like Stitch, this Mario, the Bowser, like they are really starting to nail down a lot of these quirky characters.
Yeah.
So hats
Yeah.
off to the designers on
I
this
was-
one.
Yeah, this is a little side tangent, but Taka, did you see that Angel leaked recently?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
cannot wait to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
gonna be
one
great.
thing I do have to say about the Mario Kart one is like, I mean, aren't you like a third of the way to the pre-order for like the new Switch 2? I mean, aren't you gonna like, wouldn't you rather spend your money there if you're this big of a Mario Kart fan?
That's so true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I just feel like the timing is a little wonky because like, again, you need to be a Mario Kart fan. If you're a Mario Kart fan, you're probably going to get the Switch 2 with the new Mario Kart.
Mhm.
You pre-orders like are happening soon, I think. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, this is something that's out there. And I think if you really wanted to get this, you probably would have pre-ordered it when it first became available.
Yeah.
and now there's no real
Yeah.
incentive to buy it.
Or I suppose if you simply can't afford the new Switch, but you could afford this, I guess that could be a
Yeah.
thing too.
Or if you've got the first Switch and you don't want the Switch 2, then you can get this instead.
You don't want the Switch 2. Who are you talking
I don't
about?
know. I have no idea. I'm just suggesting that there might be people out there that are like that. And then
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I want a Switch 2. I'm not paying like $450 for a Switch 2. I'm going to wait for whatever time, but I want it.
yeah. And then the third and final set is I believe it's called the Shuttle Aircraft Carrier. It's like a little sort of space set thing. Well, not little, it's big. I don't even have any information on it. I'd actually have to.
This is
Go
the
through
one that
the-
hasn't been revealed, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be.
Oh!
We can talk about it in
Look.
our regular episode.
Yes.
We can mention But yes.
Let's let Tech
Yeah,
go.
that's it. Yeah, that's.
I'm really
that's it.
sorry.
The
I just
building's going to
realized.
close on him.
I think the
Yes.
building's going to close in a few minutes. I best get out of
Yeah.
here. But
But
guys,
yeah,
Yes.
that's it for.
thank you so much for
That's
having
it
me.
for releases. Yeah.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for having me
Yes.
on. It's
Thank you
been
so
such
much.
fun.
Yeah. Thank you
And
for being
yeah,
here.
yeah. I hope you guys will
Yeah.
have a great May 4th. I hope you get everything that you want. I will be doing a midnight stream on the Wednesday, so you can come check out what UK deals we've been getting on the Lego website. Hopefully, it will give you a bit of an indication if those lists are correct for what you guys get across the pond. But yeah, it's been an absolute blast. So thank you again so much for having me. And,
Yes.
enjoy the
Yes.
rest of your weekend.
Thank you for hanging out, Tech.
Of course.
Yes. Thank you.
Of course.
Bye.
Okay, I
Thank
gotta
you so
sneak.
much.
Bye, guys.
Tech.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yes. Oh my God. I've been missing the chat. I'm so sorry. I've been missing all the
and,
chat.
We posted this in the beginning. I'll post it again. If you aren't subscribed to Planet Tech on YouTube, there's the link over there. You can go and subscribe to him. Yeah.
That's fair. Until the new Switch. Yeah. Until there's a big Zelda game. That's totally fair. Yes. All right. So, what else? Was there anything else, or are we good?
I think that was it. Yeah, it's a shuttle aircraft carrier. It's on the Lego League Reddit. It's going to include 2,417 pieces and retail for $230. Release May 15th. And it's basically like a little it's basically a space shuttle on top of a plane, and it's a sort of NASA thing. So that's
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Yeah, we are getting on like the 2-hour mark. So,
yeah.
So first off, again, I want to thank, even though he's not here, I want to thank Tech. It was so amazing for him to come and chat Star Wars with us and be able to go through all the, there's a couple, but we did have a lot to say about the couple sets that are coming out and some Star Wars chat. So that was fantastic. Let's do the wrap up, TJ. Where can we find you?
Oh, where can't you find me these days? I seem to be everywhere. But I have my normal streams, my Twitch streams at Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central. I don't remember if I was working on this the last time I was here, but I'm working on it now, and I have 5 more bags to go. So hopefully we finish that on Monday. Yeah, so that's in progress here. Also, I'll even show the space mock. There's been progress on the space mock. It's progress is slow but
Nice.
happening. There's a landing pad there. There's a little speeder bike parking area there. I need to do like an actual video on it so that I can actually show people stuff. But yes, it's in progress. It's happening. So that's on my Twitch channel, and then on Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, I'm over on Fab Blondie's channel, Working with Friends with Fab and
Yay!
with one Brick Stud, who's out there in chat. So it's always a fun time over there. So make sure to join us. Yes, there is no Banana Yoda podcast, KO. And Ninjago set releases will be June for everyone else, August for us, because that's great. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else for me. Just
And
so yeah, there's normal stuff.
I just posted Fab Blondie's bricks.
Yeah. So she does YouTube and Twitch. and that's YouTube.
Oh, is
Yeah, I
she
believe
Twitch
it's
too?
it's the same name as the YouTube name. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. All
Yeah.
right.
How about you,
For
Amberlia? What
me,
are you up to?
yeah, like for me, I'm working. I'm working all the time. I'm doing stuff. It's crazy pants. Um, yeah, so I will be building Chopper. Like whether I build it before or after work is going to depend on what time I come back from the Lego store. So there's a chance that I will be streaming May 1st in the morning, or I will be streaming May 1st like late in the evening, like 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. But yes, I am good. Like I am there's a lot of times you buy those day one things and then they just like sit there, like my modular I have back there, but I did get a GWP with it, so there. But yeah, no, I'm ripping that thing open and it's getting built. So
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah. And then our next Clicking Bricks episode, if all goes to schedule, should be the 13th, but that could change. Might change.
There's
As of-
there is a likelihood that that episode may end up being later because I will be on the West Coast. So we may have to schedule that a little later depending on what time I get home and can get into a place at my mother-in-law's that I can do the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, but keep an eye out on our socials. We'll post that. That'll be
Yes.
on our Instagram. We have the Clicking Bricks over on Instagram. And make sure to follow our YouTube and Twitch channels. So follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, like the video on YouTube, or like the stream, depending if you're watching live. If you're part of the replay gang, hello. We haven't said hi
Yes,
to you, but we're saying
welcome.
hi now. Thank you all. Thank you all for making it this far.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you all for watching. And feel free to comment down below. Do you plan on getting anything for the month of May? Any new releases? Anything for Star Wars? Let us know what you guys are planning. Yeah.
Oh, and your thoughts on TJ's hot take about them not coming with minifigures?
Yeah. About how they shouldn't, if they aren't in fig scale, they shouldn't have figs.
They aren't
That's
yeah,
my
yeah,
hot
yeah.
take.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
my hot
In the
take.
comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, again, thank you all for joining us, and we will see you for our next episode where now TJ, we still have to pick your movie.
Yes.
Still got to get that. So
yeah.
we'll be figuring that out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yes. All right. Bye everybody. Thank you.
Bye everyone.